Here we go. All right, so we've got a system of equations here, everybody. Let's get straight to work. So what I immediately notice is that we have to know what we're solving for. We're trying to find the value of y. So that's right here. So it's in our best interest to either eliminate or substitute the x, so that way we can just get y by itself. So my party people, because we have the same coefficient on the x's, which strategy is more convenient right now? Substitution or elimination? Which one is more convenient at this moment in time? Yeah, that's going to be elimination for sure. Elimination is going to be the way to go. And so let me show you a cool way that we can apply elimination, especially if you're not a big fan of working with negative values. Watch this. We have 2x plus 2y equals 10. And then we have 2x plus 5y equals 13. Okay, help me out, everybody. So when we're here, and we check this out, should we be adding or subtracting to get rid of the x? Y'all tell me. Should we be adding or subtracting to get rid of the x? Yeah, we should be subtracting, because if we add, that's just going to be 4x. But if we subtract, yeah, that'll cancel. But let me ask you guys this. Do you notice that if we subtract, yeah, sure, we'll cancel, but we'll have 2 minus 5, and then we'll have 10 minus 13, both of which will be negatives. Who sees that? Yeah, and it can come out to positive in the end, for sure. But if you're not a big fan of working with negatives, everybody, let me be very clear. If you are adding these equations, remember that 1 plus 2 is the same as 2 plus 1. What does that mean? Well, just go ahead and flip it. Just like that. Just go ahead and swap out the positioning there. And so with that said, let's go ahead and subtract now. And what that means, if we subtract, we will change the sign on everything. And so here we go. We'll go ahead, cancel 2 minus 2. That cancels out. Then we have 5 minus 2. Everybody, 5y's minus 2y's leaves us with 3 of those y's left over. And then 13 minus 10 leaves us with what? Leaves us with 3. Perfect. So everyone, did this system of equations just turn into something ridiculously easy? Yeah, of course I don't think so. So with that, let's go ahead and wrap this up here. We're going to divide both sides by 3 on the left and the right side right there, because once we do that, cancels out on the left, and we end up with y equals 3 divided by 3, which is 1. And there we go. Y equals 1 is the correct answer, which falls on answer choice A. All right, so next problem up, everybody. So we have ourselves a system of equations that can seem pretty ugly at first. I'll be very straightforward about that. But we have a very good opportunity to just knock this out of the park, because we see that we already have one of the variables by themselves. It says x equals y minus 6. So everybody, help me out real quick. Help me out, because I'm going to be hinting at substitution. And help me out. Define this for me. If this x equals y minus 6, what does this x also equal, everybody? One more time. If this x supposedly equals y minus 6, then what can we also say this x equals? I love it. Chat box is blowing up with y minus 6. That is correct. 100%. And so that's what we get to do here, everybody. That's how smooth it can be. We have the 2x plus 5y equals 100. And what's going to happen is this x is going to be replaced with y minus 6. So remember to use that parentheses. We have 2 multiplied by y minus 6. And then we'll write the rest of the equation as it was. We have the plus 5y equals 100 that I'll gladly just copy over. So one more time before I continue, give me a yes or a no in the chat box. Do you understand what we just did was substitute or replace x with what it equals, y minus 6. That's all I did. And the purpose of that, the reason why I did all that, was to turn 2 equations that have 2 variables into one equation with one variable, just y instead of x and y. That's the idea. Just making it simpler, slightly simpler and easier to deal with, so that way we can solve it in a way that we know how. And this is what's coming up here. First, I'll distribute the 2. So 2 times y, that'll be 2y. Then we also have 2 multiplied by negative 6. Everybody, what will that be? 2 times 6 is obviously 12, but we have to be careful here because 2 multiplied by negative 6, that's going to give us negative 12. That's right. So boom right there, 2y minus 12. And then we just continue writing everything else. 5y equals 100. And so from here, my friends, we can combine like terms. Let's combine like terms right here and here. And because they're both positive, a positive 2y plus 5y, we'll combine those, and that'll be written as what, everyone? Yeah, 2y plus 5y, that'll be 7y altogether. But we still have the minus 12 equals 100. And so from here, we'll move forward to working backwards. We'll continue on by adding 12 to both sides, right there and there. Once we do that, cancels out on the left, leaving us with 7y equals 112. And clearly, because I'm running out of room, I'll go ahead and just copy this over onto the left side, and I'll just leave a little sign. All right, so with that, the last step here is going to be, correct, Donovan, dividing both sides by 7, and we're all set. So here, divide by 7, cancels out on the left. Then we just ask ourselves, long division style, 7 goes into 112 how many times? 7 goes into 11 once. 4 left over, drop the 2, and then 7 goes into 42 6 times. So 112 divided by 7 is 16, and that is the value of y. And there's our correct answer, everybody. Answer choice B. And there we go. Right here. So let's get to work, everybody. We have x divided by negative 7 is greater than 4. So let's get to work here because there's only one step that we have to do, but we have to be really careful. Everybody, what is it that we have to be careful of? When I solve this ultimately and I multiply both sides by negative 7, what do I have to make sure I pay attention to? Yeah, we have to make sure that we flip the sign. When we are multiplying or dividing both sides of an inequality by a negative, we flip the signs. So here, what we have going on, everybody, multiply by negative 7 on the left and on the right. Yeah, it cancels on the left. But remember that when you negate both sides of an inequality, what you'll end up doing also is negating the symbol. So it's x is less than now. And then we have 4 multiplied by 7, which is 28. But be careful here because it's a positive multiplied by a negative. And a positive multiplied by a negative will be negative. So there we go. The correct answer here will be x is less than negative 28, which is answer choice D.